Hello everyone, this is Giovany and welcome to my YouTube channel, Backyard Pictures. Today we are doing Backyard Flick Talk number 5, podcast style, where we discuss our top 10 most anticipated films of 2019. Next year there will be a huge number of titles getting released and we will discuss our levels of anticipation here. But first, I'm doing another Funko Pop giveaway to a Backyard Pictures subscriber. The winner may choose one of these 3 Christmas themed Funkos that you see on your screen. How to win? Be a subscriber, of course, but just like my last video podcast, the winner must identify 3 sounds scattered throughout this video. This time it will be Christmas themed sounds. Read the details in the description below for your chance to win. So with that out of the way, I'm being joined by Bryan.
Hello.
Jacob.
Hi.
Jessica.
Hello.
And Ivan.
Hi.
We all ranked our top 10 most anticipated films of 2019. And I averaged them out, resulting in this one top 10 list. So there's a little disclaimer here. The release dates on the list are subject to change, and our anticipation levels are sometimes based on the little marketing we have seen of the particular film, or sometimes no marketing at all. So starting it off with the number 10 spot is going to be Godzilla, King of the Monsters, which is a sequel to the 2014 movie that starred Bryan Cranston and Aaron Taylor Johnson. Neither of these actors actually returned for this film, some of them for obvious reasons and some of them because we don't know. But this film stars Millie Bobby Brown, which is that girl from Stranger Things, Vera Farmiga, Kyle Chandler, and looks like Ken Watanabe and Sally Hawkins are returning in this Godzilla sequel. So this film is based on a cinematic universe. So we're gonna have a Godzilla versus Kong movie coming out in 2020. And the first film that we saw, it was Kong, what's it called?
Skull Island.
Skull Island. That one is based on that same cinematic universe. So this is the sequel to Godzilla that will eventually get to that sequel of Kong versus Godzilla. So starting with you, Bryan, do you recall if this one was on your top 10 list?
Not on my top 10, but I still want to see it. I'm looking forward to some big monsters, duking it out. I didn't see Skull Island, the new King Kong movie with the super huge King Kong, but I did see the Godzilla one, and I was expecting more action from the Godzilla movie I saw, but I mean, if they can deliver that in this one, I'm pretty satisfied.
Were you one of the people that did not like the fact that they would cut away from Godzilla?
Yeah.
In that film? See, I didn't really mind that. I didn't really notice that until someone pointed it out to me, like, oh, they actually cut away every time they show Godzilla. I enjoyed the story in itself and the movie overall. Like I said, I hardly even noticed that they kept cutting away from Godzilla, but I thought it was done well. So Jessica, your thoughts on Godzilla, King of the Monsters, coming May 31st?
Alright, I'm really excited for this movie. It looks visually awesome. I really like the first one. I think that they used Godzilla just enough. I thought he was pretty dang cool with his like fire breath and stuff. And
talking about the first one, right?
Yeah. I thought like all the acting was super good too.
Did you like the addition of Millie Bobby Brown in this?
Yeah, I love her.
So Jacob, what are your levels of anticipation for Godzilla, King of Monsters?
Godzilla was on my list. I'm excited for this one. It's hard to believe that 2014 was that long ago, but the first one was really good. I thought Godzilla sounded real cool.
Yeah, it took 5 years.
Yeah, Godzilla sounded really cool in the first one. Every time he's about to fire up, it's pretty sick.
Did you watch Kong? I can't remember the name of the fucking movie.
Skull Island?
Skull Island. Did you like that movie?
Nah, I didn't see it.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
Nah, that's
okay.
boring.
All right. Well, but
that
Godzilla seemed more interesting to you.
Yeah,
than
Godzilla's
Is that the one with Loki?
Yeah, he's in that.
Oh yeah, I like that one. Not because of him. I mean, it was good.
Right.
You know what he said?
You guys.
Yeah, that's all
But
you.
the record, not that he's ugly, but not that I watched it because of that.
Okay.
But it's good.
Ivan, your thoughts on Godzilla, King of Monsters?
I'm excited for it. It's probably, I don't remember my list, but I probably ranked it like top 5. I'm very excited for it. I really loved the 2014 Godzilla. I did not like Kong Skull Island. Thought it was boring and then didn't make very much sense.
It was disappointing for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm very excited for this movie.
So Godzilla, King of Monsters comes out on May 31st, 2019. Okay, so the number 9 spot in the most anticipated films of 2019 is Marvel's Captain Marvel, starring Brie Larson, Jude Law, Samuel L. Jackson. And I got more interested in this film after Avengers Infinity War, after the post-credit scene. I knew this movie was going to come out. I'm not too familiar with the character, so I wasn't too excited of seeing it prior to watching Avengers Infinity War. But it looks very interesting to me now. The trailer that first came out, I mean, it was alright. It was okay. But so that's the number 9 spot. That was on my top 10 list. But Brian, what about you? What are your thoughts on Captain Marvel?
It's a must-see. If you're going to be watching Infinity War, you have to see Captain Marvel. See how she's going to play into it. It does look interesting to me. It didn't make my top 10, but I think it looks interesting. And obviously I'm going to watch it because the Avengers, you know.
Are you a fan of Brie Larson overall?
Was she... Sorry, I don't know.
She was in the film Room. She got an Oscar.
No, I don't know. I haven't seen her.
She was in Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Oh, she was a singer. The ex-girlfriend?
The ex-girlfriend, right.
I did like her in that.
First one, yeah.
Yeah, and she was in that show on Showtime, I think.
Oh, United States of Tara.
Yeah, that one. She was pretty good in that one, too. Yeah, I like her.
Jessica, your thoughts on Captain Marvel?
Yeah, I'm excited to see it. I like all the Marvel movies, and obviously I'm planning on watching Infinity War, so I gotta watch this one. I think her setup was really cool at the end of Infinity War. Got me kind of amped. And yeah, I've been wanting to read all her graphic novels and things, so it should be pretty good.
But you don't think Captain Marvel is at the level of Wonder Woman?
I don't know. I don't really know that much about her, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say no.
Oh, wow.
Straight up.
No.
Jacob, Captain Marvel.
I'm not a big Marvel fan, so when I heard about her, I couldn't care less at all. But watching the trailer, it actually kind of got me, so I'm interested in watching it. But it wasn't on my list, but I'll watch it.
The post-credit scene in Avengers Infinity War, when you saw that Captain Marvel like logo or whatever.
I was kind of pissed. I was like, I wait for this. But then, yeah, I was like, I don't know who she is, and I don't care anymore. But,
I didn't know who she was either when at the post credit, and you know the little. I guess some people didn't know, but I didn't know.
Yeah, I didn't care at all. But yeah, the trailer looks pretty good, so I'll watch it.
So your thoughts on Captain Marvel, Evan?
I'm very excited. I think I ranked the movie number 6. I'm a big fan of the Marvel Cosmic Universe. So I like Guardians, and followed by Captain Marvel. So and Guardians is one of my favorite Marvel movies. So really excited for this movie.
So I think you mentioned that Captain Marvel should be more powerful than the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to explain her powers, but she can pretty much fly in space and stuff like that. So I'm curious to see how she's gonna be able to fight Thanos.
Yeah, because that's what I'm curious about this film, is to see just how powerful she is. I mean, she's shown some power just like in the trailer, and like I'm not familiar with the comics, so I don't really know just how powerful she is, but she seems like she would be. So Captain Marvel comes out on March 8th, 2019. So the number 8 spot goes to Spider-Man Far From Home in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, starring Tom Holland. And they've added Jake Gyllenhaal to the cast as Mysterio. And we're going to have Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury in this Spider-Man film. And then, of course, Marissa Tomei as Aunt May. We haven't really seen any marketing, I don't think. Well, they released a poster, I think, from Spider-Man Far From Home. But we haven't seen much marketing for this film. So I'm just going based on Spider-Man in general. I've always liked Spider-Man, and Spider-Man films have been good, mostly. Spider-Man Homecoming was really good, so I really like that one. So I also like that they added Mysterio. I don't know how they're going to actually make it work, but I like that they casted Jake Gyllenhaal, so that should be interesting to see. Okay, so Brian, your thoughts on Spider-Man Far From Home?
I don't know too much about it, but I'm definitely going to watch it. It's on my list. Spider-Man, I mean, I really like Tom Holland as Spider-Man. Now I'm finding out that Jake Gyllenhaal's in it, so that's a friggin' win-win right there. Can't go wrong, you know? So definitely going to watch it.
Do you like the title, Far From Home?
Not really. Didn't you predict it was going to be called as a joke?
No. No, what I saw is that I saw that it was being called Far From Home, and I thought it was a joke. Because Tom Holland released it on his Instagram, so I was like,
oh, you thought he was trolling?
Yeah, it was some joke. Yeah, Far From Home, that can't be the title. And next day, it's official, Spider-Man Far From Home.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
All the titles have like home in it for you.
I guess I kind of get the theme now. I mean,
Homecoming, Far From Home.
Home Alone.
Home Alone.
That's the third one.
the third one, I guess. Jessica, your thoughts on Spider-Man Far From Home?
I really like Jake Gyllenhaal, so I think he's a great actor. So I think this is a great little pair. I like the first movie. I like the friend, like the best friend. I think he's hilarious. So I don't know. I enjoyed it, but I wasn't like, oh my god, that was a great movie. You know, like it was just like a fun little popcorn flick to me. But yeah.
Jacob, Spider-Man Far From Home?
I really liked Homecoming, and after the last two Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield, I've been wanting a really good Spider-Man movie. So when I got that one, I was pretty excited. So after that, I was gonna watch any sequel. I like Tom Holland. He's not like Tobey Maguire, but I like Tom Holland a lot. So I'm excited to see this one. And Mysterio was in it. We want to see Mysterio in a movie for a while. So I'm excited
Or at
to
all.
see
Ivan?
I didn't put this movie on my top 10 list. I will watch it, but I will avoid as much as I can TV spots and the trailers because I hated that they spoiled so much in Homecoming. So I will try to watch this without seeing anything about it. I wasn't a big fan of Homecoming, but I don't know. I think this one will be better.
But overall, you like Spider-Man, the character, as a Marvel character? Or
No, yeah, I do. I love Spider-Man.
You like Tom Holland?
Yeah, he's good. I prefer Tobey Maguire over Tom Holland, but yeah, I like him. He's good. Better than Andrew Garfield.
How about Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio?
Well, it really depends, like how how his character is portrayed. Like,
Yeah, because he has like a fishbowl.
yeah, and also
So it's kind of like how,
I don't think they're
like how are they gonna do that?
they probably won't do that.
Yeah.
I don't think so, but
You know, use his face as much as possible. I'm sure, but
I'm sure there is some. Well, at least I'm hoping they show some really clever way to somehow make it work, but I can't see a way it could work. But I'm interested. So Spider-Man Far From Home comes out July 5th, 2019. All right, so the number 7 spot, the most anticipated films of 2019, goes to Disney's The Lion King, live action, quote unquote, because most of this is going to be CGI, if not all of it. But I am definitely interested in seeing this film. I did like Jon Favreau's The Jungle Book, so I think it will translate well here as well. And The Lion King is one of my favorite animated films ever. It's either that one or Toy Story, but it goes back and forth. But it's definitely up there. So I like that they casted James Earl Jones again as Mufasa. I think you couldn't really go away with that. I think they should have casted Jeremy Irons as Scar, but they decided to go another direction, which is fine, I suppose. They also casted Donald Glover, who plays the adult Simba. And we got Seth Rogen playing Pumbaa. And they casted, what is that British guy from HBO, the commentator? He's voicing Zazu.
John Oliver.
There you go. Yeah, so I think that was good casting for that too.
Yeah.
But I'm interested to see how they're going to do it. Like, if they're going to do what Beauty and the Beast did, that they use most of what happened in the animated film. They just made little tweaks, little changes, but ultimately it was kind of like the same story. Or are they really going to like change it drastically, which I don't think they are going to. But either way, I think it'll be really good. So I'm definitely very excited to see this film. So it's on this list. Bryan, your thoughts on The Lion King, quote-unquote, live action?
Definitely on my top 10. I really like Jon Favreau's The Jungle Book. I was very pleasantly surprised with that one. I wasn't expecting too much, but it was really good, and the CGI was amazing in it, you know. So I'm pretty confident that he's going to do a good job with The Lion King too. I mean, that's also like a treasure, you know. You don't want to mess that one up. It is my favorite Disney movie. I like the casting also. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Hope it doesn't suck.
Jessica?
I am super excited for this one. Definitely on my top 10. Just from that little like teaser trailer that we saw, like they stay almost like shot for shot what they were doing like in the actual movie. So I thought that was really neat. And I love that they have what's his name? James Earl Jones.
Yeah.
Like that's perfect.
Mufasa.
Yes.
¿Qué pasa?
Yes. So I'm so excited.
I actually forgot to mention. I'm excited to hear Hans Zimmer. He's gonna compose this one too, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Epic.
I think Elton John.
Is he coming?
I think he's
coming
coming
back?
back because they're getting rid of some songs. I know that, but they're also composing new music too. So that's what I'm saying is I don't know if, like I said, mostly I think it's gonna stick to the story, but I'm sure there's gonna be little changes.
Deviations.
Yeah, kind of like we did with Beauty and the Beast. Jacob, Lion King.
Well, now I'm even more excited for Hans Zimmer's in it. I was going to compose it. I love The Lion King. It's up there with Toy Story with me as well. And yeah, I can't say anything that's already been said. So just real excited for it.
Were you a big fan as a kid watching Lion King?
Yeah, I used to watch it a lot on the TV in the car. Like excursions, so I watch it all the time.
I haven't. Lion King.
It was my top 3 probably. Yeah, it looks really good. And who's playing Nala?
Oh, Beyonce.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
thing I'm not looking forward to.
I don't care for
I just
that.
hope she
Yes.
doesn't like stray too far with the songs when she's singing, like putting her own little
Just make it about
Beyonce
her.
flair. Yeah, like I hope she stays to like.
I remember reading something about Jon Favreau really pushing for Beyonce to be casted. I don't know how legit the article I was reading was.
I just hope it's not to make like.
But they were
sell
really-
tickets.
They were really pushing for her to be Nala.
Yeah.
But not just because of Nala, but music.
Yeah. Well, of course she's an amazing singer. Like I said, though, I don't want to listen to a classic Lion King song and be like, "Oh, well, this is Beyonce's take on it." Though.
I just hope it's not
Yeah.
distracting, but
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I
that's
mean.
I don't like Beyonce in movies.
no.
I just said that because of the Dreamgirls. I'm just kidding.
No, that's
I didn't
one
mind her
of
in
them. Yeah,
Dreamgirls.
I didn't like her in Austin
Austin
Powers.
The Knuckles,
Gold
Austin
member.
Powers.
Yeah, I hated that movie where she's the wife and some girl's trying to steal her husband. Remember?
Oh, yeah, I know what you're
Okay,
talking
I
about.
hated that movie.
Can't remember the
Oh,
name of the
she's
movie,
like
but I know what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
That's
Yeah, there's like a
so many women
fight
going
scene
through
at the
that.
end. Yeah, I hate Beyonce in movies, so but you never know. Like she could probably be really good. I'm just not looking forward to that, and everything else I'm pretty excited. Except for that one song they cut out, the hyenas. Where they're like marching.
The song?
Yeah, they cut.
Yeah,
Out, they're gonna cut
Be
out that
Prepared?
song.
Yeah.
They got rid
Yeah,
of Be
I was
Prepared.
excited to see
Because
that.
that's
Like
Jeremy
that.
Irons song.
Yeah,
man.
that's totally Jeremy Irons right there.
So
Jeremy
I
Irons.
guess
So, like, we're not even going to try this. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
gut.
Smart.
In
Yes.
the original Lion King movie, there is a song that got cut from it.
They might use it.
They might use it in this one.
Oh.
So I'm pretty excited to see if they do.
Well,
Then I
soon enough. Comes out July 19th, 2019. All right, so the number 6 spot in most anticipated films of 2019 is M. Night Shyamalan's Glass, starring Bruce Willis, James McAvoy, and Samuel L. Jackson as Mr. Glass. So this franchise got one hell of a revival a couple years ago with Splits. Spoiler alerts if you haven't seen Splits. Sorry. And it comes out in January, so it comes out in about a month and a half or so. So it's almost here, but it's still a 2019 film. So I'm definitely interested to know how this story is going to end. The trailer has been really good, even though the first trailer was actually kind of long, but I think it was pretty good, and I don't think it really gave away too much. But I did like Unbreakable when it came out in 2000. It's not like one of my favorite Shyamalan films, but I thought it was good. It was solid. But I'm interested in this film. So, Bryan, Glass.
Big fan of Unbreakable. I really like Split. I'm looking forward to Glass, like top 3 movies of the year, I think. I saw the first trailer, but I'm not gonna watch any more from here on out. I'm just gonna.
I wasn't going to, but then I went to a movie, and they showed the
I
trailer.
cover my ears in the movie theater.
Yeah.
But I just can't do that. I just can't like cover my
Yeah,
eyes.
oh, just close your eyes. You know, just-
yeah.
We're the crazy people that look at each other.
I know. It's like I just can't. It's like whatever. Fuck
I
it.
felt like an idiot doing it, but yeah.
I'm doing that with every Fantastic Beasts trailer. I was like, oh,
Yeah, but I hadn't seen it. But then I saw it in the theater.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it like a lot.
Jessica, Glass.
Glass. I think it looks good. I did not like Unbreakable. I thought it was boring.
And I could see why you.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
But I really like Split. I was like, whoa, this movie's super good. So yeah, I think this it's interesting. You know, I like where they're like the trailer that I saw. It looks interesting. It looks entertaining. I'm excited.
Jacob, Glass.
I really like Unbreakable, and Split really surprised me when it came out. And M. Night Shyamalan was never like a good director in my eyes before. I kind of considered him a joke before Split. But after Split, I'm real excited for Glass now.
Which films have you seen though? You saw The Happening and.
I saw that one movie.
He had his best work before Split.
I
Yeah.
saw the one with some girl on the road.
The Village?
The Village, kind of like that.
I don't know what it says.
That's not one of his best ones.
And then I saw.
I like
No.
The Village.
No, I like
That's okay.
Signs.
I didn't hate it.
Not as great
I
as.
like Signs a lot.
Signs is good.
Signs.
Signs, The
awesome.
Sixth Sense.
Sixth Sense.
Sixth Sense, that was a good one.
Oh yeah.
Then of course Unbreakable, and now Split, and
Unbreakable was good.
of course you
When
like
does Glass come out?
the what?
Next year,
Glass.
I'll say it at the end.
2019.
19?
Glass?
Yeah.
Next year, yeah.
January 18th, 2019.
Yeah, I'm real excited for it.
And then of course you like The Last Airbender, right? Wait, I'm not sure.
The what?
You like
Ivan, your thoughts on Glass?
I'm excited for it. Not super excited. I feel like because Unbreakable was a surprise, Split was a surprise, and now we have all this anticipation for Glass. I don't think it's gonna live up to the anticipation. I do want to see it. I loved Unbreakable. It was one of the first movies that me and you, Bryan, watched that where it didn't really have that much action, and yet we loved.
Yeah.
We had older cousins that were disappointed that there wasn't any action in it at all, based on what we were expecting. But it was really good.
Split?
No,
Unbreakable.
Oh, boring.
Unbreakable was,
Yeah, it was-
really slow.
It was slow, but I really liked it, and we were.
It took me a couple views.
It's supposed to be
It-
like
it
about
was
all this
first view.
epicness, and I'm like, this is so boring.
No, like I didn't hate it, but it was just like I needed to watch it again to really like it.
Figure it out.
I remember we were both hooked on it from the first time.
Yeah, I like it. And I'm only liked it even more every time I watch it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still been a few years since I've seen Unbreakable, but last time I saw it,
I almost kind of want to watch M. Night Shyamalan movies from now on, not knowing they're M. Night Shyamalan movies, because when you know it's him, you have a certain expectation.
Yeah. That's kind of what worked with Split. It's like it's an M. Night Shyamalan movie, but he was in a slump, so it's kind of like you're
Low
not really
expectations,
expecting something great or anything like that.
Well, I'm really excited to see Samuel Jackson, Bruce Willis, and James McAvoy reprise their roles. I thought James McAvoy should have been nominated.
Right? Yeah. For Split.
He did
For
really good.
sure.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see him do more of the same stuff.
Glass comes out on January 18th, 2019. All right, so the number 5 spot for most anticipated films of 2019 is Disney Pixar's Toy Story 4, voices by Tom Hanks and Tim Allen. This film is on my list because it's Toy Story, it's Pixar. It's these characters that we have seen and grew up with. But initially, I was not on board with another Toy Story movie. I thought the third one closed the chapters perfectly. It was done well. So I didn't really think there was a need for Toy Story 4. But that's not where we're at. So now we have the Toy Story 4. And the little teaser trailer that we saw was more like an announcement trailer, I guess. It didn't really give out too much. But I'm interested in seeing it because it's Pixar and it's Toy Story and it has all these characters that I like. So that's why it's on my list. But Bryan, Toy Story 4.
It's definitely on my list. I'm a big fan of Toy Story. I'm with you though. I agree that the third one, it closed it up pretty good. It ended very good on the third one. They should have just left it at that, but we'll see. I'm still gonna watch it.
Jessica, Toy Story 4.
I love all the Toy Stories. I think they're awesome. So I'm really excited about this one. But I do agree also that it ended on such a good note, a nice high note where I felt super sad, but I felt like, okay, I'm ready to say goodbye to this, But now they're just reopening my wounds, and I'm gonna be like, I don't want to say goodbye again. But I'm excited that I get to watch another Toy Story movie. So, yeah, yay.
Jacob?
I'm a big Toy Story fan, so I'm gonna see this one no matter what. But like all you guys said, I'm like, the Toy Story 3 was should have just stopped right there, and that's why I said.
And I thought it was.
Everyone says what I was thinking, but yeah, they could have stopped at Toy Story 3, but I don't care. I'm gonna watch Toy Story 4. It's gonna be good.
See, it has a good tracking level too. It was received well by audiences. It was received well by critics. I think Rotten Tomatoes, Toy Story 1 is 100%, Toy Story 2 is 100%.
Sounds about right.
And Toy Story 3 fucked it up, and it's a 99%. So now Toy Story 4, I mean, it's going to be 98%.
Wasn't Toy Story 3 nominated Best Picture?
It was nominated for Best Picture, right? Best Animated
So
Picture.
good.
And it would have been nominated, I think, when it initially came out in 1995, if there was an animated category, but there wasn't. So I think it would have been nominated and won then. But yeah.
Well, if Andy's not back and it's still the same little girl, I mean, we all kind of knew that there was a chance that they're going to make another one with her. And if that's the case, great. If it's the same team, is the same team doing it? Toy Story? That you know of?
Oh, mostly.
Okay, well that's
Mostly.
important. I mean, if they're gonna do the same characters with the same team and it's gonna follow with the new girl, and Andy's gone, then that's fine. I think.
Ivan, Toy Story 4. Woody's Revenge.
Well, have they announced that this is going to be the last one, or
No.
No? Damn it. If they would have announced that this is for sure going to be the last one, I would feel a little bit more optimistic about it. If they, I would actually hope that they end Toy Story 4 with no way of Toy Story 5.
So they kill Woody.
I like that they finally do get incinerated. Like,
Jesus.
not because I hate it,
Disney
but
film
because like I really like maybe that's why they made a fourth one, like to show them really being in it. Like, are they gonna end up in the museum forever?
Well, because
No.
I mean, Tom Hanks obviously not going to be around forever.
Yeah,
Tim
it's like-
Allen's obviously not going to be around forever.
Yeah, so like there has to be an end to these characters.
The voice actor who did Mr. Potato Head, he's dead now. So
I don't know.
It's
Like,
turning morbid.
I know.
well, it's just that
All this death.
the whole time it was obviously with Andy, and now we got this different story, and I just want to make sure that I just would like it if this is like Toy Story 4 was to show the ending of a toy.
And I think it might be.
I hope so, but if it's just another adventure story, I'm gonna be disappointed.
Well, at least with these characters,
yeah, they could do that.
like I think.
They're definitely gonna introduce a lot of new characters. I think. For
Yeah, well,
this.
they already like showed like 3 new characters already.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Oh
And,
yeah,
promo.
they did.
I think they have a good track record of introducing them well.
Yes.
You know, like
Toy
Lotso
Story, yeah.
and Jessie. And,
Cars not so much, but Toy
no.
Story definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Toy Story knows how to do it. So.
Yeah, that's cool. Oh yeah, we got what's it, Ken?
Oh yeah, Ken was the best.
Yeah.
Ken was a hit. Yeah. I
Yeah,
like
I
that.
love Ken. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I would like it if they ended it with them.
Like if this is the final
This is
Toy
the
Story.
final one. If they finish it off with them still being together or having like a bigger family, like they just collecting more toys, I'll be disappointed. I don't want a happy ending. That's what I'm saying.
Right. Yeah.
Like, Toy Story 3 ended pretty sad, then ended really, really sad this time. Don't give us a happy ending. That's what I want.
So you want death?
I want,
This.
yeah,
He doesn't want death. He just wants an end.
I want an end. Like, have every character like given away to different
So
owners.
apparently there was a report that Tom Hanks recorded his last few lines of dialogue for Toy Story 4, and he said he could not see his fellow cast members when he's voicing the last dialogues together. He said he had to turn around
Oh my god.
That's
and
Okay.
not see them.
Okay. This
Face
is
to
gonna make
face.
me cry.
So
Yeah, I did hear
Well,
that.
No, Toy Story 3 did make me cry. Like when they're about to be like.
That's
I'm
Okay.
not admitting to
No,
anything.
it did, and they all hold hands. I was like, oh my god. right? The feelings.
They're all going together.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and they were like
that's
okay
fine.
with it. Like they came to terms, and it was like you were coming to terms. You know, like okay, this is the end of my childhood too. You know, because we're all adults now.
Mhm.
So, you know, it's like how I felt at the end of Harry Potter. They're all saying bye to their kids. So
Okay.
I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This better be the last Toy Story.
So I guess we'll see then. But
Bring
so
your
yeah,
tissues.
so Toy Story 4 comes out in I think it's June 21st of 2019. So.
I'll be there.
Awesome summer.
Right, so the number 4 spot goes to Star Wars Episode 9. Surprisingly, I thought it was going to be higher, but it's not. It stars Daisy Ridley, John Boyega, Mark Hamill, and to some capacity, Carrie Fisher. And they added Kerry Russell. And the guy from Doctor Who, I don't know the guy's name, the actor's name.
Benedict Cumberbatch?
Not Doctor Who.
Doctor Who, sorry.
It's Doctor Strange.
Whoops.
That'd be cool though. But
Doctor, you got that.
anyways, that guy.
I was thinking
Man,
Sherlock.
I'm a doctor.
So, and then we have J.J. Abrams returning as director after
Sorry, David Tennant or Matt Smith?
Smith guy.
Matt Smith, right.
Yeah, that guy. And so again, J.J. Abrams is returning, directing the film. So of course, this continues the story from The Last Jedi. So as a big Star Wars fan, I'm obviously interested in seeing the next chapter, the next episode. The last one was very divisive, so a lot of people did not like The Last Jedi. Some people did. A lot of people did not. So I don't know what kind of corrections they're going to do, what kind of adjustments they're going to do. But I am expecting many surprises. And hopefully it's good. And hopefully it's not as divisive as the last one. So, Bryan, episode 9.
Yeah, the last one, I'm kind of in the middle about The Last Jedi. But this one being done by J.J. Abrams, I'm really excited for. It's way higher on my list for top 10 movies. But yeah, I hope they do a really good job with this. I mean, I don't mean to go into the movie with high expectations, but I have high expectations for it.
Yes, for sure. Because this is for sure going to be the last Skywalker, Mark Hamill film.
That's insane.
Yeah,
Jessica?
No pressure.
Okay, so let's see. I'm kind of on the fence with this. It's either gonna like really surprise me because I'm not expecting much from this movie. So it's either gonna really like pleasantly surprise me, or I'm just gonna think that it's like meh because that's what I'm thinking anyways.
Are you just done with Star Wars after that?
I think so. It just
Wow.
I don't know. Like,
With such a division, I think it's a good thing that it's like a year and a half before we see.
like it's fun.
At least from the last Star Wars movie, it's
Like
a year and a half.
I don't think these movies are like as like iconic, like as like oh my god, did you see that? Like that's amazing, you know. Like but like visually, it's really good, of course, because like of the time that we're in now. But like, and it has like a lot of nods to things that is like oh my god, it's so cool that we get to see this again, like done in a different like a cooler way, you know. But like I don't know, I'm not that into it. I'm just like But yeah.
Jacob, episode 9, Star
I'm
Wars.
excited. I know I'm in the minority here, but I actually kind of like The Last Jedi a little bit more than Force Awakens. I'm like the only one here, but yeah, I really like Last Jedi, and I'm excited for this one. Because J.J. Abrams coming back too, so I can't be bad.
I like The Last Jedi.
I
Not
like Jedi.
not more than Force Awakens though.
That was pretty good. But yeah, I'm excited for this one.
Ivan, it's episode 9.
I ranked this number 10 only because I'm a Star
God
Wars
damn.
fan. But fuck, I hated The Last Jedi. I'm not looking forward to it. But
you love Solo, right?
no,
What?
that's terrible.
I'm like what?
I
Oh,
probably
you're
like
serious.
I probably really like the first 20 minutes of Solo, but
Not even actually.
God damn, you made me forget what I was gonna say.
J.J. Abrams.
I'm excited J.J. Abrams is back. What's that last director?
It's Ryan Johnson.
Ryan Gosling. Yeah, wasn't he supposed to direct this one, right?
No.
Wasn't he? Like,
No, the one that was supposed to direct this one was Colin Trevorrow or something like that.
Yeah,
he directed
got rid of it, and
Jurassic
then it
World.
was going to be him.
And then, no, they never said that it was going to be him. For a long time, it was supposed to be some other guy who directed the first Jurassic World movie. And they had some issues with, I guess, the direction that they were going or something. I don't know why they didn't figure that out initially, but he had to leave, and Ryan Johnson wasn't. I don't think was ever on the list. I think they always wanted to go back to J.J. Abrams at that point because they know Force Awakens made them a lot of money, and they know it wasn't as divisive as The Last Jedi is. And Ryan Johnson, Ryan Johnson, he's already working on a whole new trilogy of Star Wars movies. So,
oh wow!
So he's definitely not working on Episode 9. But man,
bring the magic back.
George Lucas.
Well, the music and like the score is still awesome. Still gives me goosebumps.
Oh, it's still John Williams.
Yeah, it's still great.
Well, like the original, the prequels. First two weren't great, and I really liked the third one, Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, so I'm hoping this is the Revenge of the Sith of this trilogy.
Damn, so you think they were that bad?
I just hate
Force Awakens and Last Jedi.
I hate that Carrie Fisher is coming out in this one when she had the perfect like send off.
I don't think she did have the perfect send off.
I did. It was like I thought it was good.
She was alive still.
Yeah.
She went back until the Millennium Falcon. She was still like alive.
She should have just been left out floating in space.
You mean dead?
Yes.
I wouldn't have liked that though.
Why?
I just wouldn't have liked it like that.
Her ship got it exploded. All blown up.
Blown up?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't
but
know,
she's back though. So. Somehow.
Guess who's back?
There's gonna be a lot of like fans, or like even before they watch the movie, already like having their argument points before they even see the movie about why they like it or why they hate it. So, I don't know, like, the debating part is fun.
It has so much potential, though. I mean, they're bringing back Captain Phasma.
They are?
I think
She
so.
finally gonna do something?
Not officially.
Oh, not officially. Oh, shit. Where'd I hear that from then? I'm all excited about it.
I mean, she could.
Yeah, she definitely
could.
She
come
has
back.
to at this point.
But she's not like officially back.
If she's in it, they shouldn't show her in the trailer.
Oh, definitely not.
Exactly,
Yeah, that's
exactly.
like they showed her the first in Force Awakens. They showed her and she looked awesome, so I was excited. That clip they showed of her was right before like she got like tackled by Chewbacca in the Force Awakens teaser, so that was stupid. And then for the last one, we thought she was gonna have a bigger role. That was lame. So no matter what they show, how cool it looks, we're not gonna be excited for it. So they should not show her.
Yeah,
she should be a surprise character, and she should be badass. And also, the thing that I'm gonna be so pissed off if they don't show the Knights of Ren in this one.
They definitely have to show.
Oh my fucking god! If they don't show the Knights of Ren and they have to be fucking badass,
yes,
I'm gonna be pissed.
They definitely have to show it now.
Yeah, I hope it's more Kylo Ren focused. I hope.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure it will. Because I mean, he's gonna be like the main villain unless they come up with something else. Maybe someone else not really dying, but yeah, I really hope they do show more of the Knights of Ren.
Are you guys gonna watch like the trailers when they come out?
No,
I am.
No, I'm not even gonna watch the teaser.
I'm gonna try not to. I think.
Every time I watch a football game or basketball game, I'm gonna have the remote ready to change it because even the TV spots, I don't want to see anything. I'll look at a poster, but I won't see any.
I'll spoil it for you. I'll definitely watch the trailer. For sure. So, Star Wars Episode 9 comes out December 20th, 2019. So, a little over a year from now. Okay, so the number 3 spot goes to Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which is written and directed by Quentin Tarantino. And it stars Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, Margot Robbie, and a bunch of other A-list actors. And the background of the story is on the Charles Manson or the Manson family murders. And it's not a movie about him or the family, but that's the background of the story. So it's Tarantino, so I'm obviously going to be interested in seeing it. And has these amazing actors in it. So again, it's going to be pretty good too. And this film comes out on July 26, 2019. And Bryan, your thoughts on Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
It has all the ingredients for a really good movie. It's a timepiece, it's Quentin Tarantino, the cast, and the event itself. You know, it's for lack of a better word, very interesting event. The Tate murders. So I think brought to the big screen is going to be a pretty amazing movie experience. So top 3 for me.
Jessica.
I'm super interested in this movie. I'm excited to see like what kind of take he's gonna take on it. Obviously, it was a horrible occurrence, but like it's cool to see, like, you know what I mean, like everything that you kind of imagine that you've read about it, and like you're gonna like see it. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's like it's hard to say. Oh, I'm excited to see this movie.
It sounds like you are that.
No, it's just like I'm interested.
Are you really a big Tarantino fan overall?
Yeah, I like his style. Like, didn't he do Kill Bill? Yeah,
Yes.
I like really like Kill Bill. Like, I love that
Pulp
whole
Fiction.
little thing. Yeah, yeah,
How about Django and Jane?
it was okay. But yeah,
Jacob?
I didn't know about this movie until we were doing the list. But I just saw that Quentin Tarantino is doing it, so it's on my list. I don't know anything about this movie, but I'm excited for it.
Ivan, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Alright, I have a question for you. What do you know about it? Like, plot-wise.
I think Leonardo DiCaprio is an actor or some shit.
Yes.
And then he has no.
An actor.
no.
Oscar-winning actor.
No, he's portraying an actor.
Okay.
Like, he's an actor, obviously, but he's portraying an actor. And then he has like a stunt double or something played by Brad Pitt, and it runs around his story somehow. And the background is the Charles Manson murders. But I don't really know that much else. I don't think there is much more than that.
I like. I'm gonna sound like a crazy person. I'm like super interested in like murder things like that. Like, I don't know. I'm just one of those ones that likes to get in like a mind of a serial killer. Like those type of things intrigue me.
Are they gonna delve into that in the movie? Like you said earlier that Manson's not in it, or his followers?
No. I think he is in it.
Okay.
But he's not a
Good.
movie about him.
Right, 'cause that's centered around.
Right.
Okay. Just
But
an event.
he is right. It's the events of this murder,
That's
and
the
he is in it.
background.
But I don't know
Well-
to what capacity the character is going to be in this Tarantino story.
Alright, well, it's kind of hard to like now say how excited I am for it because I thought it was actually about the Manson family murders.
I thought
Like,
it was that too.
now what I'm picturing right now is that it's gonna be about Brad Pitt's character, the other characters doing their thing, and all of a sudden like it's gonna be in the background. Hey, did you hear what happened? Like murders.
It's just gonna be another.
Well, I don't think it's going to be like that
movie.
vague either. Like I think the background is
What
significant.
I was hoping that it was gonna be the build up to it
Oh, okay.
and actually showing the murders and Roman Polanski like trying to figure out who did it. Like that's what I was hoping for.
And who knows? Because I mean, from my understanding of it, it's not like a biopic. It's not like a film about Charles Manson.
But that's what I would want.
Yeah,
You know?
now I'm disappointed because that's what I've been like obviously the whole Helter Skelter story, you know what I mean? Like everyone's really fascinated by that.
Really interesting.
So I just wanted like a really well done movie about that.
Yeah, Quentin Tarantino directing.
Because I'm not a big fan of Quentin Tarantino's like his recent movies.
Like the last couple. Like
yeah, Django Unchained,
Hateful Eight.
Hateful Eight. I haven't even seen that because I wasn't interested in.
Okay.
Inglorious Bastards, like.
That wasn't horrible.
It wasn't horrible. It just wasn't what I wanted. Like I'm tired of freaking
subpar movies.
revenge stories. Like that's all he does, really.
Yeah.
So, as an original writer, I didn't think he deserved that Oscar. So if he was just gonna take just his style of directing and have something that actually happened, I thought that was gonna be great. But now he's doing this probably like his own twist to it, so now I'm not looking forward to it.
I was kind of expecting that though. Because
I was not
of his
expecting that.
previous work.
To a point.
I thought it was gonna be.
his filming style, you know, but not so much like his.
I thought it was gonna be almost a biopic
Oh.
by Quentin Tarantino's like very violent, bloody like filmmaking style.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be bloody.
No, I know, but I just want the Manson family murders, like what the things that happen afterwards and stuff like that. But if it's not that, I'm not looking forward to it. I had it actually ranked like probably top 2. I don't remember exactly.
But based on your
Now-
understanding of
now-
what it was going to be about.
Yeah. And
now it's not that,
Now
so-
it's not even top 10 if it's gonna be his own like Like,
Is yours still on your top 10?
Yes.
Brian?
Yeah.
Jacob?
Timepiece. For sure.
All right.
Cast, director.
he's gonna put himself in it, isn't he?
He usually does.
You can play a good Charlie Manson.
So Once Upon a Time in Hollywood comes out on July 26, 2019. All right, so we're down to the number 2 spot. So the most anticipated film of 2019 in our list is Joker, starring Joaquin Phoenix and Robert De Niro, and it's part of the DC's world, I guess is what it's called now. It's not part of the DCEU. That's completely separate now. And so it looks like they're going to have Thomas Wayne. It looks like they're going to have Bruce Wayne as a child. So I don't know exactly if we're going to see Batman in this film, but it is definitely going to be a different direction to what the DCU has been doing as of late. So it's going to be something completely separate. Joaquin Phoenix is a great actor. He's done some great stuff. He's a multiple Oscar nominee. The other Joker that we have now is Jared Leto, who's part of the DCEU. I don't think most people are really that excited about Jared Leto as a Joker at this point anymore. So we got Joaquin Phoenix now, so let's see what he does. And he has kind of like the look of Heath Ledger. He seems to have the same outfit, kind of. No scars or anything, but it definitely looks interesting. The pictures that I've seen and images and just the actor alone. So, Bryan, Joker.
I'm managing my expectations for this movie, but I think it's a good casting call to cast Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker. As far as his look, I think it looks pretty good. We still have to wait to hear what he sounds like. Obviously the laugh. Who else? I mean, Robert De Niro's in it. You said,
right? Yeah.
What does he play?
I don't think they disclose what his character is, but I don't think he's like a main.
Is this like a big budget movie?
It's fairly big.
Oh, really?
Fairly big. I mean, like to an extent. I mean, it's a solo Joker movie. It's not going to be Dark Knight budget.
Right.
But I think probably like at least 100 mil.
Wow. Okay. More excited now then. Definitely looking forward to it.
Jessica, Joaquin Phoenix, Joker.
I am also trying not to get too excited, but I just can't help it. I am so excited. I have such high expectations, even though I don't want to, because I don't want to get let down. But like, oh my gosh, Joaquin Phoenix.
But DC has not let you down yet, so why would you be?
I don't know, just because it's Joaquin Phoenix. So it's like his acting chops, and like we've seen the Joker get portrayed by like Heath Ledger, which was incredible. And
Jared Leto.
Yeah, no. Like I never thought that I would be that into the Joker ever until Heath Ledger played him. So and like just now I'm hoping we can see like his origin story and all that stuff of how he got his scars and things like that. So I'm excited because you said that it shows him without his scars.
Well, because Joker doesn't have scars.
Yeah, he probably
in the comic.
have scars in this.
That's part of the Christopher Nolan version.
That's different.
Well, I'm still excited. And no, I hated Jared Leto's, like... I felt bad, though, because he was so into it. And I think it was mostly marketing. They made it feel like it was so much about the Joker, And, like, he was, like, barely in it. And
I mean, he's still part of it.
I didn't hate Jared Leto as a Joker, but...
I didn't hate him either.
He was okay.
I didn't hate Jared
It's just
Leto.
that it was so overhyped for me. That it was, like... Even though it wasn't bad, it wasn't...
Yeah, because Joker was the selling point.
Yeah. So I was like, this isn't what I thought it was going to be. And I felt like that was its ultimate downfall.
But I mean, he's still part of the DCEU.
It was more about Harley Quinn than it was about the Joker. So...
Well, yeah, that's Suicide Squad,
Yeah.
so
But still, like, the
sense.
way they pitched it, though.
Yeah, they advertise him a lot,
Yeah.
thinking that he'll be there in the film a lot.
I think it's going to be a fresh direction for the DC universe to go and do a Joker movie like this. I think it's going to be good. We had Justice League, we have Aquaman. I think this is a good little, like, kind of taking us back to the DC that we kind of know.
What's the rating?
There's no rating yet.
Ooh, so it could be like R?
It could be.
Ooh, that would get me even more excited if it was rated R.
The other thing about that is that when Joaquin Phoenix was tapped to play Doctor Strange, he turned it down because he didn't want to do a multiple film deal.
Uh-huh.
So I don't think he's changed his mind on that. So I think this Joker thing is a one thing. Mm-hmm. We'll see what happens with that. But Jacob, Joker.
I'm real excited for the Joker. I'm glad they're just calling it Joker, not adding some dumb title to it.
Joker Homecoming.
Something like that. They could have done something like that, but they're just calling it Joker. So I'm
Joker
glad.
Far From Home.
Feels more serious. I hope it's rated R. I'll be a little disappointed with PG-13, like Venom.
So you're not gonna see it?
No, I'll still watch it.
There's a good chance it would be PG-13.
That'd be whack.
Just marketing
If it's
and
rated
business.
R,
Well, for $100 million budget, yeah, it's possible.
I'd be a little disappointed.
But I agree.
It would be
I'm
interesting.
excited for it. Joaquin Phoenix looked real good in the picture I saw. Like I'm real excited too. So yeah, I'll watch it.
Ivan?
I have really high expectations for this movie. From what I've seen, I'm kind of hoping that for superhero movies, this is like the Goodfellas. Like, I feel like it has like that gangster superhero element to it.
Well, we have Martin Scorsese producing the movie. How involved he's in it in the actual film, I don't know. But I'm sure you have some kind of input, I guess.
I have really high expectations, especially if they do this whole movie from like just one story, like beginning to end. There's no sequel bait. There's no they don't leave anything else for the second one, so they just have one chance to make this a great movie. So,
Just focus on Joker.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree with
One
that.
Joker.
I hope it's just one hit, that's it,
Mm-hmm.
and very gangster. I hope it's pretty gangster.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Gangsta.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Joker comes out on October 4th, 2019. All right, so we finally arrive at the number 1 spot, most anticipated film of 2019. And it is John Wick 3, starring Keanu Reeves. I'm joking, it's Avengers 4, of course. And there's no title for the film yet. It should be coming soon. It should have arrived by now. But there's no title yet, no trailer yet. No poster, no image, pretty much. Official image, anyway. And it's still our number 1 most anticipated film of 2019. So, Bryan, your thoughts on Avengers 4 or whatever the title's going to end up being?
Very highly anticipated. With all the Marvel movies, you would think that there's no way that they can, exceed your expectations, but I think they can. I think Disney, the Russo brothers, Marvel Studios, just wrapping it all up, I think it's going to be really good. And I hope it is, obviously, but yeah, definitely top 3 for me. Top
Jessica.
2.
I am very excited to watch this movie, especially with the way that it ended. Like, talk about a cliffhanger. It was super good. Yeah, can't wait to see it.
So, Jacob, your thoughts on Avengers 4?
The last Avengers movie was good, so I'll see this one too.
Done.
Ivan, Avengers 4.
So I won't be watching any promotional stuff as long as I can help it, and I'm very excited to see where the plot takes the whole story, what characters we'll see again, which characters will die in this one.
Stay there.
Yeah, we'll see what characters stay dead, and I'm interested to see the after credit scenes because they should try to wrap up with the Thanos story. So let's see how they try to set up future movies. So yeah, no matter what, is everybody's number 1 movie in the list. So I'm with everybody in this.
What are your thoughts on everyone coming back?
Well, pretty sure everyone was expecting that from like
Every single one of them that supposedly died in Infinity War.
yeah, everybody was expecting that, right?
Every single one of them.
Yeah, everybody was expecting that, right?
Brian?
Now, Bautista's probably not back, though. He's talking a lot of shit. Bautista? Talking mad shit.
You're gonna play Marcus Phoenix.
I don't think James Gunn's gonna come back. That's what I should have said. Dang it.
Yeah, so I guess that's the Guardians of the Galaxy is not going to be affected with Avengers 4. So I don't really expect much or any change of whatever they already had in store or in mind or whatever. So that alone, but like every single character coming back, every single one.
Oh, you're
of them?
talking about Loki? Is that what
Yeah,
you're
that's what I'm saying. Every
Okay.
single character coming back.
Oh,
Even,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think.
Vision.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they came back, but make up your mind, dude. Like, kill Loki or not?
If they bring him back,
No, Jesus, I don't even care.
if they bring him back, they have to kill off some of them again. This movie, the whole Infinity War storyline cannot end without any casualties. There has to be a lot of casualties.
Jacob?
Just as long as one of them isn't Captain America. And I'm not Jacob, but I'm just saying. I speak for Jacob when I say. Okay, go.
Alright. Who's the one character you guys would want the most to be killed off? Mine is Tony Stark. Like, be killed off.
Wait. But
Stop
you want him
saying.
killed off because story-wise?
Story-wise.
Or because you don't like the character?
No, I like the character, story-wise. So it has to be...
You think it fits the story, or ultimately fits the end of this story arc, for him to die?
Well, if it's his arc to die, because he was like the first one, it'd be nice for him to end in Avengers 4. And also, if and when they defeat Thanos, it has to come with some casualties. And it has to be somebody big. It can't just be Hawkeye or some stupid character.
No one gives a fuck.
Black
Yeah,
Widow,
nobody
yeah.
that...
You're like, was he already dead in the last one?
So,
No,
yeah.
I say no to Tony Stark, because he still has a role to play in the Avengers. He's always like figuring out problems. He's still making new tech. He still has a role to play. I think.
Well, that's why it has to be somebody that hurts them.
I don't want it to hurt. That's why. But there will be a casualty. Like maybe Black Panther. He's new to the franchise. Yeah, he's badass. But like now we already like found his little rock or whatever that makes all.
I think there's a higher chance
cool
of
stuff.
the captain dying than
I think Captain
he
America.
better not die because he is just the heart and soul of this team, and we need him.
But that's why.
That's
That's why.
That's
It's gotta hurt.
stupid.
It's gotta hurt.
That's stupid.
I think Captain America is gone.
No, that's
after
dumb.
Avengers
I think Tony Stark.
I will never watch these movies.
Tony
again.
Stark, I wouldn't think so, only because I think
he could do
Disney
one or two
wants
more.
to make another.
That's what I said. He has a role to
Yeah,
play.
he has
still.
one or two more to
Yes.
dish out.
So it's
Captain
like
America
it's
is-
Well,
it's easily $1 billion movie.
Well, on top of that, seeing how it's easily is like the character you get can see in another movie, that'd be another reason why he should be killed off, because he's the person you guys expect to see another movie of.
I don't know. Captain America is my favorite Avenger, so he better not die. I will avenge him. No, I'm kidding.
But he will die.
Oh my god.
But yeah, there has to be some casualty. There has to be some effect.
I'm telling you, Black Panther and Hawkeye.
Black Panther, no. He's,
No.
Black Panther
Still
is no.
Too new.
It's a cash cow right there.
All those new ones: Spider-Man, Black Panther.
Oh my god, when
Captain
Spider-Man went,
Captain Marvel.
did anybody else like get a tear jerk there?
I knew
He's
he
like,
was gonna come
I'm not ready. I was like,
No,
oh my
because-
God.
Yeah, because I know he's not
No,
really,
but his
really
acting
gone.
though was like
No, that was good.
Yeah.
so good.
That performance
I
was
felt
but
like-
it lost its effect because it's like, well,
Yeah,
I know
he's
there's
just
Spider-Man
new.
Far
He's
From
just a
Homecoming.
kid. Yeah.
He's just started at MCU. He's not gonna
Yeah.
actually die
Yeah.
yet. So Avengers 4 is the number one top anticipated films of 2019. I'm sure it's on a lot of people's lists to be the number one spot. So this film comes out on May 3rd, 2019. Okay, so that concludes the top 10 most anticipated films of 2019. So I'm gonna mention a couple of honorable mentions. So starting with you, Jacob, an honorable mention that was not on the top 10 list.
Mine is Child's Play.
The Child's Play reboot.
Yeah.
So that one's coming out in June of 2019. Jessica?
Mine is How to Train Your Dragon 3 and also Aladdin. It's a tie.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So the How to Train Your Dragon 3 comes out in February, I believe. And
Not soon enough.
Aladdin comes out in May. May, that weekend of Memorial Day, I believe.
Okay.
Ivan?
Mine is You Are My Friend. Tom Hanks as Mr. Rogers. It's a biopic of somebody we all know exactly like how he talks, so it's gonna be cool to see Tom Hanks portray him.
Yeah, Tom Hanks will do a fine job in that. Brian?
I'm gonna go with tie with Hellboy and the new Ari Aster, the guy that made Hereditary.
Yeah, the horror project.
Yeah, a tie between those two.
All right.
And I think Tom Hanks is gonna sound like Tom Hanks.
I hope not.
Yeah, I think it sounds like Tom Hanks. The ones that were on my list were Aladdin and It, Chapter 2. Those are my honorable mentions. But that was on your list too.
No.
But yeah, so that concludes the podcast here for most anticipated films of 2019. And again, must be a subscriber to my YouTube channel to win that Funko Christmas themed giveaway. Make sure you message me or email me the Christmas themed sounds to be eligible to possibly win this Funko. As you see here on the screen, it's 3 different Funkos that are Christmas themed, and you get to pick one of those. So just follow the instructions. The description is on the section below. So that concludes the video here, the podcast. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for listening. And I'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!